most beautiful arenas, this is Falcor Bay. And watching this
Nah, I ain't scraping nothing. Nah, chill. Nah.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles.
That don't say nothing. That don't say no 92. That don't say no numbers on it or nothing. Nigga, get out of here. Yeah.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida. Here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from Omaha, Nebraska. Here is the acclaimed three-division.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they... Here we go for round one. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change everything in this battle. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
This is taking boxing back to its roots, outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything, you've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this, your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
A straight right just misses. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Good counter punch. And shoot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nice punch. And he scores with the counter. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage.
I'll let you after the game, Gary.
Here's the bell to start round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punches have to hurt. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Tried to score with the uppercut. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap.
What up, Savage? Yeah, knocking out this nigga real quick. Knocking this nigga out real quick, man. Running. And it's a square, my boy. It's a square. I ain't trying to hit all that running shit. Can't run up outside this. Yeah, I'm beating this nigga ass and he complaining now. Now you gonna say I was running from him. Now you gonna say I was running from him. Yep, you right.
They also have the power to end this with one punch. They exchange punches.
Yeah. He think it's a game. He think it's a game out here. He can have him.
Straight right, just missing.
I'm scared. I'm scared. What are you talking about? It's boxing, my boy. I ain't gonna stand there and let you. I ain't gonna stand there and let you finish me off. What you mean? It's a fight.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch.
Yeah, what's up?
Let's talk about Roy Jones. There's the bell for round 3. Last round, complete domination.
You still ain't won not one round yet, bro.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it?
Exactly.
An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Exactly. Until then, keep doing what
I'm swinging more than you.
You've won that hands down.
My strategy fucking you up. That's what it is. You just a fighter. You ain't got no strategy. That's why I always win.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. That counter shot lands. Swing and a miss with the hook. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Swing and a miss with that jab. the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to... On to the fourth we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Missed him with that uppercut.
I'm just fucking with him, dog. I'm just playing with him, dog.
Just a moment. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got stand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Jones, man. What you mean?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How about that time counter shot? When are we going to see a jab from these two? He missed with that jab. Straight right just misses. Missing with that jab. Nice counter shot. That right hook not connecting. Good counter punching. They better start respecting each other's punching power. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope...
Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it?
I ain't touched the ground, did I?
Last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I was waiting for you to start to block that body, boy. Oh, wait, I'm like, oh, you want to block the body? All right, man. Waiting for you to start to do that shit. Get your ass up. Get your ass up, man.
Can't believe they managed to
Come on.
beat the count, but that
Come on.
would be the
Which one you gonna block, nigga? Which one you gonna block? Huh? You gonna block this body or you gonna block the head, huh?
Then try and do it again. He's just not gonna get trigger happy.
Oh, nigga, you gonna block the body, you block that head.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that,
He's trying to knock me out.
how do you
He's
deal
trying to
with
get
it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Oh, that's great.
Just missing with the uppercut. The uppercut, but did not score. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there, and you let the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Crawford in that last round. A borderline disaster.
With all that, nigga, you still hit the ground. You still hit the ground.
There's the bell to start round 6.
No way. How you still win the round? It's an automatic point off, my boy. You definitely. Okay. All right. You think you won that round? You think?
How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice. Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Yeah, so even if he scored a 9, still a point off. It's still a point off for being knocked down. He scored 8. So
punch, counter punch. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming.
a lot of points here. This is points for parry and points for blocking.
Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Just misses with that jab.
That's his block. That's his block. That's just his block. That's just his.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This is a high-octane battle. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
That punch lands.
Dirtbag, baby. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby.
Nice counter. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down?
Yeah, it's middleweight.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones.
Yeah, that's a two-piece, a left and a right.
They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? Here we go. It's round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum
Even
going?
if you knock me down this
motto
round,
is, if it's not
you
broken,
lost.
why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction.
You gotta,
Until then,
yeah, you gotta
keep
knock,
doing
yeah,
what
you
you've
gotta
just been
go for the
doing,
gusto
because
here,
you've
my
won
boy.
that hands
Yeah,
down.
you got 2 rounds. This round, next round. All I gotta do is play it safe.
The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats
Like
speed.
a little
So
pill,
getting in
eh?
there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. The straight right just misses.
Yeah, right after I knock this nigga out.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because
Why
they
you
want to
keep
get
challenging me, dog? You know you can't beat me at this shit. I like that. I mean, to be the best, you gotta beat the best. So I understand the challenge, dog. But you gotta have some more fight time, dog. Did you look at the hours I put into this shit?
Can they figure out the combination to this set?
Why you said you signing yourself up for an ass whooping? You like losing?
How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
You feel like you got a chance at this shit? And did you not see the scorecard? You have no chance at it. You're not knocking me out there. You're not. No, you can't. I already seen the scorecard. I'm not going to allow myself to get knocked out. Bro. I'm not going to let my stamina get low while punching you. I'm not going to stand in one spot. I'm not going to let you knock me out, man.
Just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up.
I won already. What you mean?
Straight right just misses.
I can knock you out while you talking.
Straight right hand. Once he dropped his gloves, he got caught. You couldn't write a script like this.
Double KO. Fuck you talking about.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Ooh.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You see that eye? So I know I got you.
The 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
His stamina is off the charts. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Keep pressing. Don't allow me to walk up off you. You see that screen shake like that, nigga. That means that his head level or whatever you punching, when it shake like that, it shakes. It got a counter attack shake, and then it got a fatal blow shake, bro. You could have put me down in the shot. He's mad because I'm beating his ass.
the counter lands.
Talking about waiting for me to fight. I've been beating your ass the whole round. Just let them tell it.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Hard, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard
I got
against
you.
Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire.
I teach this shit. I got a student in this shit already. You gotta get on the boat. And he's a good fighter. Hell of a fighter. All you need to do is add some tactical, shit to it.
It's okay to be aggressive now.
Get strategic with it.
This round could go either
You gotta
way.
stay committed to the body, man. When a person's blocking all those headshots, you gotta switch it up and go to the body. You too quick to give up on. You got an arm, but you too quick to give up on the body shots. You go right back to the head. You gotta stay committed. You gotta stay committed to the body, man.
A unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class.
How that canvas taste?
One is up there, one is down there, but you know what?
You talking about how that canvas tastes?
Learn a big, big hard lesson. I totally agree.
Whatever.